Hi and welcome to another practice session for IIT JAM 2022, and this session is dedicated for immunology. We'll be practicing 5 questions in next 5 minutes, so stay tuned till the end. All the video explanation of these questions are provided in the I button, so don't forget to check out. Now if you are preparing for IIT JAM 2022 and if you are wondering at where to practice MCQ question from, where you would get a big collection of MCQ, then my playlist would be very useful for you. Click on the I button to get the playlist. And if you are a IIT JAM aspirant who is going to give the IIT JAM in 2023, then let me tell you, in Unacademy, which is India's biggest learning app, now they have launched a course which is known as Venture Batch for IIT JAM 23, and for this batch, India's best educator would be guiding you throughout this process. There would be doubt clearing sessions, there would be theory sessions, there would be practice sessions, regular practice sessions, and all these things would be really helpful for your preparation, and it would give you first of all confidence, and then it would clear all of your concepts such that you can crack this examination with ease. Now this batch has started from December 1. You can use my code AP10 to get a 10% discount. So hurry up. All the links are provided in the description. Click on the link to register right now. Okay, let's begin with question number 1. The characteristic feature of humoral immune response includes stimulation of B cells by T helper cells, secretion of antibodies that specially recognize epitopes on foreign antigens, then presentation of an antigen antibody complex to cytotoxic T cells, antibody and FC receptor complex mediated cytotoxicity by macrophages. So overall, this question demands you to understand the concepts behind humoral immunity and what are the molecular and cellular events happening in the humoral immunity. While you can get the answer for this question in the I button, and a quick revision for that, let me tell you the correct answer in this case would be 3. That means PQS, all these 3 statements are correct, but the statement in R is incorrect because presentation of an antigen antibody complex to cytotoxic T cell is a feature of not a humoral immune response. So cytotoxic T cells are involved in case of cell mediated responses. So that's why this question demands on that aspect. Now the question number 2 is very related to question number 1. It requires you to understand the concept behind cell mediated immunity. Which of the following option correctly represents a feature of cell mediated immunity? It does not involve CD8 positive TC cells. It is effective against virus infected cells. It involves direct recognition of antigen by killer T cells via class 1 MHC molecule. Cell mediated immunity is non-specific. So let me tell you, it does involve cytotoxic T cells and it is highly specific against a specific type of pathogen. So P and S both are false. Other than that, Q and R is the correct option here. Question number 3. Epitope is the discrete region on the antigen that interacts with FAV fragment of the antibody, variable regions of the antibody's light and heavy chain, T cell receptor, all of the above. So here the correct option would be all of the above, because you might be very tempted to answer option number 2, but FAV fragment harbors the light and heavy chain. So obviously that is correct, and T cell receptor can recognize epitopes when the antigen is presented on class 2 MHC molecule. So that is also correct. Which of the following statement is not true? Antigen presenting cells express class 1 MHC molecules on their membranes. Class 2 MHC genes encode membrane bound proteins that displays antigen to T helper cells. Class 2 MHC molecules typically bind to longer peptide than do class 1 molecules. Most nucleated cells express class 1 MHC molecules. And the wrong the wrong statement in this is basically statement number 1. So class 1 molecule MHC molecule is common for all the nucleated cells, where all the antigen presenting cells are characterized by expressing class 2 MHC molecules, and they use it as a platter to display the antigen to T helper cells. Monoclonal antibodies are produced in the industrial scale by hybridoma technique, which involves fusion of antigen exposed spleen cells with myeloma cells, and the hybrid cells keep producing antibodies specified for an antigen. So option number 2, culturing spleen cells previously exposed to particular antigen and harvesting antibodies from the medium. Now, antibodies multiply in culture medium if they are provided with nutrient and growth factors. Antibodies can be collected from blood of infected patients by centrifugation. So you can kind of guess that the correct answer would be option number 1. But here look at the option number 2. So culturing the spleen cell is also another option. But the B cells that would be cultured from the spleen cells would survive only for a shorter duration, which is not feasible for a industrial scale. Also, antibodies cannot multiply by themselves. Antibodies has to be produced by the plasma cells, which would multiply in a culture media. So that's also not a correct answer. And option number 4 that says antibodies can be collected from blood of patients via centrifugation, it's again correct. If you collect patient's serum and you can purify the antibodies. But the problem is, in that case, there would be several antibodies and purifying your antibody of choice would be difficult. And even if you do it, it is not feasible for an industrial scale. Now, if you want to learn more about hybridoma technique, click on the video in the I button. So I hope this session was useful. If you like this video, give it a quick thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. My Unacademy course is already there. So you can check out my Unacademy course by downloading the Unacademy app. Thank you.